obviously in the realm of clinical care. People go to their physicians or their healthcare providers, and they seek results of various kinds of tests to answer questions about what's going on with them. Even there, this tends to be a focused process. When we talk about evidence-based medicine, we talk about doing the kinds of tests that are going to make a difference in helping people change their lives in a way that's going to improve their health. At the same time, we see this enormous debate going on in the research community where people are saying, if you're going to do research on me, I want to know everything you find out about me, no matter what. So there's a big disconnect between what we do in the clinical setting and what people are saying they want in the research setting. But what's really interesting to me is that when you make the transition from research to the clinical setting, what you see is that people who say they wanted information, when they actually have a choice, don't want it. Why is it that people choose not to know? Is it because they just don't want to know what the sword of Damocles looks like or not? And there's plenty of evidence that that is in fact a major reason. The best example of this is the case of Huntington's disease. As you know, this is what Woody Guthrie died of. It's a neurologic disorder that we still don't have a treatment for. And before the gene that was involved was identified, 80 to 90% of the people at risk said they wanted to have the test. Well, in fact, now 20 years later, the uptake is less than 5%. And I think it's got to be because it's just too horrifying to know. As we discern the causes of diseases, both genetic and environmental, broadly understood, that gives us insight into areas where we do have leverage to try to improve healthcare outcomes and do so in a way that is really acceptable to patients and consumers. And so the idea of doing the science is critical, that as we understand what makes people sick or healthy, then we can figure out what kinds of things we can do to improve human health.